ओम श्री साई राम। प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम। राम राम राम। राम राम राम। श्री राम राम राम। ओम श्री साई राम। If we ask most of the students of Sri Satya Sai institutions, both boys and girls, what is the most difficult times and the best of the times they have experienced in their hostel days. Of course, all will say the best of time is when they are in presence of Swami. But we are talking about the hostel. In the hostel, most of the students would honestly confess that though the best of times and discipline is to get up early in the morning and enjoy the cool breeze, but it is also most of the difficult of times, because that is the time when we actually want to sleep little more. And as a discipline, every boy, every student has to get up and be ready for Suprabhatam. And I often tell even my children, my wife, and my friends, anytime if you don't feel you don't get sleep, just chant Isharam Vasutah, and by the time first sentence you will fall asleep. And that is the fact. The Suprabhatam is chanted to awaken, and that is the time when we want to sleep. Even in Mandir, when we used to come in 70s, 80s, till there was little less crowd and we would get chance to participate in early morning Suprabhatam. 21 Omkars, everybody will be awake and fine. But as soon as the Suprabhatam starts, half the crowd, they will go to sleep. This is a paradox. So once during my one-to-one conversations with Bhagwan, I communicate with him as I communicate with my own mind, with my own intelligence. We all do that. I don't know why there is difficulty in communicating with God. We say, my heart says so. Many times we say, I understand the logic behind it, but my heart is telling me to go like this. So we know to differentiate between what our heart says and what our brain or our mind says. We know it. Because our mind, which is an abstract entity, nobody has seen mind, as nobody has seen God, as they claim. Mind too is an abstract entity. Can we say that we don't have mind? Mind does not exist. Are we then confessing that we are mindless individuals? We cannot see our mind, but yet we function through our mind. Every one of us. You are what your mind is. Manusha, we are manas. Nobody can deny existence of mind just because we cannot see our mind. And mind functions through all the stages of our consciousness. And also it functions through our body self, even our emotional self, our intellectual self. Any person with discrimination, fundamental discrimination, would know, as Swami says, common sense. This is call of our my stomach is feeling hungry. We get the message. But if we have decided to go on diet, then somebody tells us no, you don't have to eat this, you don't have to eat now, or you don't have to eat this much quantity. So there is communication from our body also. There is a communication from our heart's emotional self. There is a communication from our intellectual self. We all know it. We live it actually. The only problem is our communication with our highest self, our truest self, our purest self has somehow stopped, snapped. We have lost that contact. And it is only when we lose that contact, the avatar comes. The Supreme Consciousness decides to descend. Only to establish the contact. And once the contact is established, the job is done. The mission is done. If there is any loose contact or breakup of any contact in the supply of electricity to our house or to our town, we call the engineer or electrician just to make a proper contact. Everything else is at place. If as soon as the contact is made, the lights are on in every house. We don't have to invite individual houses if the main contact is gone. But if our own fuse is gone, then we have to fix the fuse in our own house. It's common sense. Avatar comes when there is total breakdown of communication with our own highest self. The humanity has forgotten to love. Why? Because humanity is forgotten to communicate with love. God is love. Love, God can be contacted and communicated with and connected through only with love, pure love, selfless love. And for love to be selfless, it has to be universal and limitless. Limited love cannot be selfless love. Individual loves cannot be selfless loves. There's always expectations, conditions, and every expectations results into frustrations. So we have to keep connected. An avatar has come in this Kali age to light the lamp of love in every human heart and to uplift our minds to the next level of awareness. Awareness can come only in the light of love, because love is the light of God. God is love, love is God. As sun cannot be separated from sun rays, we cannot imagine God to be separated from love. His love, His love. What we call love is anything else but love. So now coming to the point of Suprabhatam, I asked Swami, he communicates with me right from day one. I never knew Satya Sai Baba, never heard of him. None of us actually have come to him by our own calling. It is his calling. So he appears in my dream and tells me, come to Puttaparthi, come to Puttaparthi. And the communication lines are established. And then when I go during my second visit, first visit, of course, was I see the aura. I had described everything in previous talks and videos. In the second visit, when he wants me to leave the non-vegetarian food, again he communicates. So he establishes the communication. We have to keep him engaged with us. We have to keep talking to him as we talk to our minds, don't we? All of us, we communicate with our mind before taking any decisions. Now choice is ours, whether we want to take advice of the lower entity, our body self, the lowest entity rather. We follow the dictates of our mindless senses and senseless minds all the time, all of us. Even the so-called educated, scientific minded, logical, rational people, we follow the dictates of our senses and our minds, the mindless senses and senseless minds. But we shy away from taking opinion and suggestions and guidance and directions from the highest, our own highest and truest self, the enlightened self. We have that fear because we can play with these subordinates. The mind plays tricks with us and we also play tricks with our minds. Let us be honest. The game is going on both ways. That is why when I had to give up the non-veg, I had to separate my mind from myself and make a deal with it, because Swami says never suppress or kill your mind. This God has not come to suppress or kill anything. He has come to uplift and enlighten even our human minds, because our human mind also is His creation. He has come to uplift and enlighten, and once our hearts and minds are enlightened, the job is done. Nothing else needs to be done. All these so-called exercises, spiritual exercises of Omkar, Suprabhatam, Nagar Sankirtan, Seva, they are the process through which we can enlighten and awaken our own highest self. Somebody can do like this, somebody can take years or janmas. Swami says, every bud does not blossom into flower at the sunrise. Only those who are ready will blossom. Rest will have to wait. But he has assured, be sure you all will be saved. At least this much I can say with 100% confidence in this avatar. Every and one of us, each one of us who had even heard his name, he will be saved. That is why when we used to go for seva activities, I used to tell the angels, seva the boys who are coming with me, even if the patient is sleeping, don't disturb the patient. Just go near the patient without disturbing. Just slowly and lovingly whisper, Sai Ram. That's all. And we had done it for years. Just go, and I said, they said, Bhaiya, what will it to do? I said, just in this birth, even if that person, the patient, does not know Swami, we are not here his agents to make devotees. No ways. He knows whom to call. But it is our sacred privilege, rather, that he has chosen us to go and be his ambassadors, just to transmit his love, to communicate his name with love. Prem mudit manase kaho. Rama name also will work only when it is prema mudita, when it is saturated with love. We have to saturate his name with love. Then only once, enough. Just go and say Sai Ram near that patient. He or she may be sleeping, don't disturb. That does miracles because his name is that powerful. That is why I suggest each one of us, if all Sai devotees, just sing one bhajan every day for him. Only for him, one to one, nobody else. That group bhajan singing and all that is going on, Radio Sai videos, cassettes, angels singing, that has its own beauty. But this God, universal God, wants one to one, heart to heart, love to love relationship. And to keep relationship with any person, he has come as a human. And if we want to establish that one to one contact with him and relationship with him and friendship with him, in fact, he suggests that keep relationship and friendship only with God. Who can say like this? He says you love all, you serve all, you respect all, you accept all. But friendship and relationship only with God. And God in all. So even if we want to love any person, say our spouse, wife, husband, children, parents, friends, don't love them on their body self, mind self, their authority self, power self, or relation self. Nothing, because they all are temporary. There is no certainty about it. We cry for those who would never care for us. And we care for those who would never cry for us. Swami says this is natural. I have created this mind to be like wave. It comes up and goes ups and downs. You can't control the waves in the ocean. It is a ridiculous idea to control your mind. Nothing. Just enjoy it. Don't follow your mind, he says. It is a mad monkey. Don't follow it. Just ignore it. When it comes to you of its own, then deal with it with proper discrimination, fundamental discrimination. Don't be deluded by any emotional things. We get deluded by emotions. Even we get attached to some political leader, some film star, some cricketer out of emotions. We are so weak emotionally. Some of the topmost intellectuals, they are emotionally weak. Even Arjuna got emotionally weak at the battlefield. And once you get emotionally weak, you lose all your intellectual, physical, moral, even spiritual strength. Because emotion is a very strong entity. It can make and unmake. So one has to handle it properly, balance it. That is the art of living, that is the art of loving. But if you love truly, you will understand the situation truly. Because love brings awareness. Then you are aware of the entire situation. You can't make a mistake. That is why Swami, we say, is incarnation of perfection. He would not make any mistakes. He has declared, I do not commit any mistakes, because he is awareness himself. And to become more and more aware, that is the purpose of this incarnation. And to make us aware and take us to the next level of awareness, all he has to do is to light the lamp of love, to make a contact. Lamp of love is make a contact with the source of love. That is why उत्तिष्ठो उत्तिष्ठ परतीशा उत्तिष्ठ जगदीपते उत्तिष्ठ करुणापूर्णा लोक मंगल सिद्धये। नेक्स्ट टॉक। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।